Hey, Strong Eye fans, we're opening up Mickey Tettleton this time. And we're going to show you his batting stance. Just this batting guy.
Where'd you get that bat at?
The home, our home.
The Comerica Park, where the
Comerica
Tigers play.
Park.
Yeah, although Mickey Tettleton played in Tiger Stadium. So Mickey Tettleton was known as one of the best hitting catchers of his era. He had 245 home runs. It's a lot of home runs, right?
Yeah, but not as many as Ted Williams.
No, not as many as Ted Williams. That is
Not
correct.
even close. He hit more than like 500.
We'll have to look that up. I don't know how many Ted Williams had, but
I think he
did have
hit
a
more
lot.
than 500.
So, Mickey, like you said, Mickey Tettleton had an interesting batting stance. So he was a switch hitter, which meant he hit from both sides of the plate. So, but what he would do is when the pitch would come, he would hold the bat like this, and then he would step up and get ready to hit. But he would hold it back here the entire time, or like he'd be like this. He'd just hold it, and then he'd step up and hit. But it was kind of weird because it would just be down here. But you know what's funny is early in Mickey Tettleton's career when he was on the Oakland A's, he didn't hit very much. He was known as a pretty good defensive catcher, but he didn't hit very much. But then he went to the Baltimore Orioles, and he started to hit a lot of home runs. And you know what he said? Why he was hitting home runs?
Why?
Because he was eating Fruit Loops. What? Apparently he said he started eating Fruit Loops and then he started hitting home runs.
Maybe he had to do that?
Maybe not exactly. Fruit Loops have a lot of sugar in them, right? So,
Tobacco.
no. We talked about, we weren't going to talk about Mickey Tettleton as a tobacco chewer, but yes, he did. He always had a big old chaw of tobacco in his mouth, and that's not a good thing. Yeah, not a good thing. So, Mickey Tettleton was on the A's, and he started hitting a bunch of home runs, and he made the All-Star team, and I believe it was 1989, and he won a Silver Slugger that year. But what's interesting is he started making too much money, and the Orioles couldn't afford him anymore, so they traded him to the Tigers.
And he also played with these guys.
Yeah, so he played with all these guys that we found in our collection.
And just to tell you, both of those guys are number 4. We couldn't find out who was number 5 or who was number 4.
Yeah, we ranked him based off who we thought was best from his Tiger teammates. So
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, who is that? Tell everyone who it is.
Alan Trammell.
Okay, who's this?
Cecil Fielder, very famous too. I have no idea.
Travis Fryman, Mike Henneman, and Tony Phillips. So when Tettleton came on the Tigers, he kept hitting home runs. And you know what? One time, I think it was in June of 1991, he hit 7 home runs in 7 days. And you know what else he did?
What?
He hit 2 home runs over the roof. I think he was only, at the time, he was only the 5th guy who have ever done that. And Tiger Stadium was around forever. And he hit 2 home runs over the roof. He was known for hitting big home runs. And that one that we just watched, well, when he was on the Tigers, he was the first one to hit a home run onto the street at the Orioles Park, Camden Yards. Remember that one we would just watch the video?
Yeah. How many feet was it?
I don't know. They had a tape measure out, but I'm guessing it was 400 some feet when he hit it, and he was the first one to hit it out on the street. It was like, wow.
I think it was 5,000. It was 557 feet.
You know what was interesting though is that when he was on the Tigers, he kept winning the Silver Slugger award, but he kept not making the All-Star team. And people were like, why is he not making the All-Star team? He kept not making the All-Star team. And finally in 1995, he made the All-Star team. But you know what?
What?
Remember how I told you at the beginning of his career he was a really good defensive catcher? Well, he was turned into such a good hitter, and you remember we talked about catching is kind of hard on your body? They started playing him at other positions like first base and outfield and designated hitter because they were like, he's such a good hitter that we have to have him on the field. So he started playing other positions. Isn't that kind of crazy?
Yeah.
And then at the end of his career, he went to the Texas Rangers, and he tied his career high with 32 home runs one season there. So this was a really cool. We really like this starting lineup. Though I've been hesitating to take it out of the box, but it's interesting that it's from 1995, and when we looked it up, by 1995 he was on the Rangers. So his last year in Detroit was 94. So, but we think this is a really cool stance, right?
Mhm.
What did you say it looked like?
It kind of looked like he was a guard, and that was a bomb, and that caught all the bombs.
Well, that's one way to look at it, but it's really cool how his mask is on the ground. The only thing is that you really can't see much of his Tigers logo, but...
Yeah, but when we open it, I'll show you.
Yeah, we'll show you. Okay, remember, make sure you open it gently so you don't bend the card, okay? Not that slowly. You don't have to troll me like that, buddy. This guy's a troller.
It's only go gentle on this.
So in 1995, this cost $7.59. I think we got this in the Facebook group for like $2 plus shipping. So it shows you starting lineup value going down. Okay, there you go.
And also, just to let you know,
Okay, here,
oh,
pick
this
out
one's
the
pretty
card.
special for me too.
Why is that?
Because it's my birthday month, dude.
Oh yeah, because it's
Doesn't
your
know
birthday month.
anything.
Tell people who else was on that year. Who's that guy?
Joan Godzilla, some guy.
Juan Gonzalez, not Joan Gonzalez. All right, who's this?
Ken Griffey Jr., Cal Ripken Jr., Carlos, some bagging guy.
Carlos Baerga.
Joe Carter.
Joe Carter, you have that one.
Yeah, and he also hit the home run to make the Blue Jays win the World Series in 1993, but not exactly because it was Game 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 10 games in the World Series.
No, there's only 7. There used to be a long time ago more games, but now. All right, who's that?
Barry Bonds, Andy Van, and Skyscraper guy.
Andy Van Slyke. And then who's that?
Kirby Puckett.
We have a Kirby Puckett downstairs to open at some point.
And also, just to tell you, there's like 4 of the same bases on one back.
Yeah. And then they also have the stadium stars on there. You were asking about some of those guys as well. Like Randy Johnson at the King Dome.
Yeah.
Pretty
I thought the Kingdom was Sky Dome.
Yeah, not the same. Was there anything else you want to add? All right, so if we were going to slide in Mickey Tettleton amongst these Tiger players that he played with at the same team.
And also, that's the Tigers logo.
Yeah, the Tigers logo. That's the only way you can tell you when the Tigers. If it were up to me, I would probably slide in Tettleton in number 3 behind Trammell and Fielder, but ahead of Fryman. Fryman had a pretty good career. But
I
he
would
went for
put
the
him
Indians.
here.
Whoa. No, he's not better than Alan Trammell. He's not in the Hall of Fame, so fan.
Okay, fine, he's second.
I would say Cecil Fielder had a better career than me.
No, he didn't!
Yeah, all right. Well, we have a disagreement to make up here. So.
It's gonna take us a couple of years to find out where he really is.
All right. Well, do you want to close it out?
You tell him, Victor!
I need to close it out. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for paying attention to our starting lineup unboxing. At some point soon, we'll probably move to more looking at some of the ones we already have in the collection we have and talking about those because it's at some point we don't like unboxing all of them. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. No screaming. All right. Well, thanks for watching.
It was his fault.
It's my fault. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.